Please, I urge you, don't just open the newspaper and go to the pet section of your classifieds. You need to look for a good, high-quality breeder, one who breeds for love of the breed rather than the money, one who carefully selects for health and stability, and who maintains close working relationships with his or her puppy buyers, someone who follows breed club ethics and codes that require responsible behavior from breeders, and that place the welfare of the breed above personal gain or profit. Ethics that demand the breeders place puppies responsibly and that all breeding stock be evaluated for heredity defects. In the case of pit bulls, codes usually require that breeders not participate in dog fighting. Breed clubs, though, do not visit or check up on breeders to enforce these codes. However, they do investigate complaints brought to their attention. Contact the American Dog Breeders Association to get a list of responsible breeders in your area, or check the back of the Dogs USA magazine. There's also the internet, or the American Pit Bull Terrier Gazette. Once you have the names and numbers of breeders in your area, start contacting them to find out more about their breeding program. Before you pick up the phone, plan to ask some questions that will get you the information you need to know. I recommend prospective puppy buyers interview breeders much the same way a breeder should interview a buyer. Make a list of questions and record the answers so you can compare them to the answers you get of other breeders. The right questions are those that help you identify who has been in the breed for a respectable number of years and who is actively showing their dogs. Ask in-depth questions regarding the genetic health of the parents, grandparents, and even the great-grandparents. Also ask what sort of genetic testing program the breeder adheres to. You should ask if the breeder actively shows his or her dogs. Showing indicates that the breeder is bringing out examples of his breeding program for the public to see. If there are any obvious problems, such as temperament or general conformation, they will be readily apparent. Anyway, the main reason for breeding is to improve the breed. If the breeder is not showing, then he or she is probably doing it purely for monetary aspect and may have less concern for the welfare and the future of our breed. Finding a breeder who breeds for the right temperament is imperative when looking for a pit bull, since these dogs can be aggressive if not properly bred and socialized. Buying a puppy from a breeder who pursues good temperament in his breeding program is the best way to ensure you get a dog that will become an excellent family member. Asking about the breeder's willingness to work with you in the future is also important. Ask what kind of health guarantees the breeder gives. Also ask if he will be available for future consultation regarding the dog, if something unforeseen is to happen. Be prepared to answer questions from a responsible breeder who wants to make sure his dogs are going to a good home.
Ask a breeder before buying a puppy. Number 1. Do you show your dogs? What clubs and activities do you participate in with your dogs? The more clubs and activities a breeder participates in, the more he or she is involved with the breed. Number 2. How many title dogs have you bred? A significant number of conformations, obedience, and performance titles indicates a good breeding program. What kind of genetic testing do you do on your dogs? Minimally, all breeds should be OFA certified for hip dysplasia, which means that their hips have been x-rayed and the films evaluated by the Orthopedic Foundation for Animals. Number 4. Do you provide a health guarantee on your dogs? Lifetime genetic health guarantees come with each puppy sold by a responsible breeder.
Hey! Good boy! Good boy!
Number 5. Are you available for future consultation regarding this dog? Good breeders are always there to help with problems and concerns. Number 6. If something unforeseen happens, would you take the dog back? A good breeder will. Number 7. How many years have you been breeding dogs? The longer a breeder has been breeding, the more the breeder will know and understand. Number 8. How many litters have you bred? Responsible breeders do not breed excessively, yet have had enough breeding experience to know what they are doing. Use your judgment to decide if the breeder seems to be turning out too many puppies. Do you require that puppies sold as pets be altered? Responsible breeders require that dogs purchased as pets be altered, spayed, and neutered.
Bite. Bite.